Hey, what's up, family? I hope all is well with everyone. Do me a favor, share this live out to all who you believe need to learn what I'm about to teach pertaining to routine. You know, someone who's always being late, who's always complaining about not having balance in their life, who's always struggling with being stressed out, trying to get ahead, trying to figure that, like all those different things. Share this to those individuals as well as um, your social media platforms, if you will. Okay, I had to share on mine as well. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes see if I can get you guys to slide in before I get started. It's quite a bit, not too much, but I want to be able to just go ahead and just go through it without having to start over and, kind of like catch those individuals up who may come in a little late. All right, so let me do something real quick. It might be a pause here real quick. I need to share this as well. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That delay. I had to share it out on my social media platform. So real quick, share this out. The name of this live is how to construct your routine. And again, I'll wait before I dive in. Share this out with someone. Share it on your social media platform. I'm gonna try to breeze through this real quick. So, to some of you, I don't know who's tapped in right now. I've kind of went through the details of how to. Hey, what's happening? I kind of went through the details the other day about the the success, the routine, the conquer routine. Let me get myself together. Um, I've shared in details about the conquer routine. I didn't share the name. I did let you all know that it was going to be rolling out. So um, in the description, there's a link. I don't want you guys to tap on tap on that yet because I'm gonna go through this so you can kind of like fully understand of what the conquer success routine is about. Basically, in a nutshell, when we wake up in the morning, everyone have a routine, right? Everyone have a routine. The question is your routine serving you? In a sense of, are you benefiting from your routine? When you wake up, do you find yourself all over the place trying to, dang, what was I going to do? Like you're running late, like all these different things. This routine is going to help you. Um, it's you. I'm gonna teach you how to construct your routine to where you benefit your routine, right? And the reason why I'm going live about this now and sharing with you basically how to construct your routine because I'm going to do a live Zoom call Thursday, and I'm going to show you how to include in goals in your morning routine. Right, it's a fully developed routine. I'm going to teach you how to like construct your routine to where not only do you have your day to day mapped out, you're going to conquer your day. Also, you're going to include in foundational health goals, basically spiritual health goals, mental health goals, emotional health goals, and physical health goals. Right, and then from there, you're going to also include in your life, your personal life goals. And you probably be like, how is it possible that I'm going to be able to fit all this into the routine? It's super simple. We have to get our routine down packed to where we are operating with time management, right? And that's kind of what I'm gonna discuss today, right? I'm gonna share with you what that looks like, because a lot of us, we wake up and just go about our day, and we find ourselves stressed out. We have no balance in our life. Like, we complain about, if I had much more time to do this, I would do that, right? But when we're on vacation, what do? Netflix it up. You know what I mean? Like, we spend more time on social media. We do all the things that's unproductive, where we complain, if I had more time, then I would do this or do that. But when we get the time, we don't utilize it wisely. The cool thing about this routine, though, or it's your routine, I'm just going to teach you how to fully develop your routine, to where, for example, your foundational health goals, you're going to fit that in the morning, before you go to work, right? How am I going to do that? Well, first of all, you have to get your day-to-day routine down pat. Period. Right? You have to eliminate things that's in your routine that don't belong there, or at least put it where it's supposed to go, opposed to waking up on social media, checking emails and all that. Like, no, like, we need to start our day off intentional. That way, as we breeze through our morning, we're not running late, we're not burdened by the things that we have to do anyway. You know what I mean? Like, so that's basically what we're gonna share right now. So again, share this out to someone, your social media platform. I'll wait maybe like another 60 seconds for you to do that, so you can tap back in, and we're gonna get started. I'm not gonna hold you long. Usually I'll be going all in, but um, everything is structured out right now, so I'm gonna kind of like run through it so you can get it. So at the end of it, when I'm like, hey, go to the description and click the link, and get access to how you can construct your day-to-day routine. All right. So I'm prepared and ready. I'm prepared and ready. I'm prepared and ready. This is going to serve you well, I promise. Um, this is, let's see something real quick. For everyone who's tapped in, I thank y'all for tapping in for the moment. I want to make this worth your while, right? Because God gave me, He taught me how to construct my routine back in 2018, because I was in the darkest place of my life, and I'm not gonna share all that now, because it's not the time and place for it. But I understood, because the way my life was looking, it was a sum total of decisions that I've made, and I needed to know, what am I here for? Because what this looked like, it can't be it. And I understood that He had to be first. I had to develop an intimate relationship with Him, right? So I asked Him, like, I know I have to, like, put you first and start my day off with you first. What does that look like, with all this stuff I have to do in the morning before I go to work? And he just taught me how. The first thing He said, you got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And of course, it was hard, because I'm going to sleep 11 or 12 o'clock at night. It's impossible for me to do it. So He just basically showed me how to take my routine and build it up in such a way to where what I'm about to teach you, I can pretty much teach it like with my eyes closed, without reading anything, right? But I have my notes here to kind of keep me on track, because I'm a random person. I can have you down the street, around the corner, a couple states over, and you've been there like, dude, this was a waste of time. But let's go ahead and get started, and let's invite the man in. Heavenly Father, thank you for this opportunity to teach what you have taught me. I pray that you will give me the words, and give the clarification that's needed to speak to each and every one of the individuals that you have brought here right now in present, so that you know what they're struggling with. I pray that in this moment, that you will give them clarity, give them vision as to what their routine should look like, and just help them in their day-to-day life, because the struggle be real. So I pray that you will speak to and through me, and help me teach what you have taught me. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. Again, the name of this live is how to construct your routine. You three things your routine should have: organization, structure, and it should be scheduled. Organization, knowing exactly what has to be done the day before. So if I ask you right now, when you wake up in the morning, what is everything you have to do in the morning? Can you give me a lineup, or you have to think about it, or you have to be like, I knew it was something else I'm supposed to do, right? So if you have to do that, it's a problem. When we wake up in the morning, we should already know what we have to do in the morning. We should know in order everything we have to do, and that's where the structure come in place. We have to prioritize accordingly. Think of, like, if you counted 1 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's how our morning routine should flow. If we have to write it down so we can make sure that we're staying on track, we're knocking everything out that we have to, then that's what we have to do, right? Because it prevents us from being all over the place. It prevents us from falling behind. It prevents us from becoming overwhelmed. It prevents us from um, trying to play catch up. Like, it prevents all these different things that create stress before we even actually hit that front door. A lot of us, we stress out while we land in the bed. While we laying in the bed, we're stressing out, thinking about all the things we have to do. But when we organize and structure our to-dos, our tasks, whatever it is we have to do in the morning when we wake up, then it eliminates all that. At least minimize it to a minimum, to a point where it's like, okay, cool. I know I have to do it. Let me get my mindset right. Right. Let me go ahead and dive in and get it done. It changes our perspective. I have to do it anyway. Let me go ahead and knock it out. I got this. It changes everything. And it also changes our attitude to where it's like, where before, when we become overwhelmed and stressed out, we become frustrated, we become irritable, we don't want to be bothered, we don't want to be talked to, just leave me alone, like all this type of stuff. It changes our attitude because we are being proactive opposed to being reactive. The third thing, schedule. Not only you need to know what you need to do, you need to know how long it takes you to do each task. All right. So think about think about when you're at work. Imagine when you're at work. You have timelines and you have deadlines, right? You have timelines and you have deadlines. So, you know, based on your daily responsibilities at your job, you know everything you have to do, right? That's the timeline. Like, and you know when you have to have you basically you know all that you have to do, and you know all that you have to do it by what time, and how much time you have to do within each task to get it done, right? You have timelines and deadlines. Your morning routine should consist of you being on a timeline with each task having a deadline. Make sense? All right, look, so everything I just shared, right? It might sound like it could be overwhelming because I'm just throwing it at you, because again, I just want to walk you through with it. And then that way, whenever you click the link that I'm gonna tell you to click, so you can basically organize, structure, and schedule your morning routine, what I'm telling you, it will make a whole lot of sense. Right now, I'm just sharing with you information, but when you tap into that link that I'm gonna give you, then it's going to make like, it's super simple, super simple. All right, so I'm throwing a lot of information at you, because it's like it's quite a bit, but when it's all consolidated together, it's simple. All right. So, so think of a manager, right? Your routine is your manager. Your routine tell you what to do. So you think about your routine, like your manager. Your manager there, he's there to oversee the operation. He's there to make sure that you are doing your job. He's there to make sure that you're staying on task. He's there to make sure that the timeline that you have, he's there to make sure that it's done correctly and make sure it's done on time. Well, guess what? Your routine is your manager. Your routine tell you what to do, when to do it, and when each task has to be completed. Based on how you construct your routine, though, either you'll be a success or you'll be a fail. So, with your routine being your manager, right? You basically, okay, this is all I need to do every morning when I wake up. And I'm focused on the morning because the morning is the foundational piece to our day. How we start our day set the tone for our day. That's why I'm focused on the morning routine. But once you get it, you'll be able to construct your routine based on like at work and even when you get home. And I'll go over some of that in the Zoom calls over the next few weeks. Right, I'm just preparing you now because Thursday we're going to talk about these foundational health goals. So when once you construct your morning routine right now, you do the trial and error, what fit, what don't, how to work it, and all those different things. By Thursday, 3 days from now, when I do the Zoom, you'll be ready to include the foundational health goals in there. That's why I'm drilling it at you right now so you could be ready by Thursday when we do the Zoom. But again, you construct your routine based on what you know you need to do. Based on what you know you need to do and when it need to be done by. You know everything in order what has to be done. You know how long it takes you to do everything. That way you are putting yourself on a strict schedule with all your daily responsibilities, your morning responsibilities. You're putting yourself on a strict schedule. And if you obey your routine like we obey our managers at our job, then just like we, it's because us the people, the employees, we make the company that we work for successful as a collective. Yes, each individual, our contribution in what we do, it ties into us as a collective. We make our companies that we work for successful. How do we do that? Because we know our roles, we know our responsibilities, we know our tasks, we know everything that need to be done and when they need to be done by. Timeline, deadline, responsibilities, right? And the manager, they're there to make sure that everything get done right and make sure everything get done on time, right? So our routine is our manager, but we have to construct our routine to where we know everything we have to do in order we have to do it by prioritizing and also knowing how long it takes for us to do each task to make sure everything is done in our morning routine that has to be done when it's supposed to be done by. That's why our routine is our manager. So if we obey our managers at our job, we definitely need to make sure that we're obeying our manager, i.e., our routine, to make sure, just like we make our companies successful, to make sure that every single day is a success in our personal life. We have control over that. How's it that we're going to work and making our companies successful, but we're failing in our everyday life? If it weren't for us, they won't be successful. So obviously, we have something that it takes. We have what it takes to make their company successful, expand and become wealthy for generations and generations and generations. We have what it takes. We can do the same thing for our daily life, if that makes sense. But the thing is, the company know, our company know what all needs to be done. They know what their goals are. They know all that needs to be done every single day. So every single day they're moving the needle closer and closer and closer to that goal, right? Our everyday life need to look like that. We need to know everything that needs to be done every single day, right? Based on what they know need to be done, we need to hire this person, we need to hire that person, and this person do this, that person do that, and they have a whole company of that's what it looks like. All right. And guess what? We go to work and we do what based on what they know need to be done within their companies for them to be successful, for them to grow, for them to expand. Well, they need us to do that, right? So again, we need to have that same structure. We need to have some of the same systems in place to make sure every single day we wake up, every task we knocking out, everything we're doing is moving a needle for us in our life, right? We have what it takes, but we need to make sure that our manager, i.e., our routine, reflects everything that we need to do. That way, when we hit the ground running, we flowing like water with it, and we making progress every single day. All right. Um, Based on how you construct your routine, either you'll be a success or you'll be a fail. Now, um, I have to ask you, look at your morning routine. Has your routine set you up to succeed or fail every day? Has your routine set you up to succeed or fail every day? I mean, ask yourself. I mean, just think about what you do every single day, how you start your morning. A lot of us, a lot of individuals wake up in the morning dread waking up. You hear the people, I'm not a morning person. So they wake up, probably snooze 5, 10 times. I'll be getting my snooze on sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's bad habits, and with the foundation of health goals, we're gonna talk about um, um, unhealthy practices and unhealthy habits. And snoozing is a bad habit. We need to do away with, but we're not gonna go down that road just yet. We'll wait for Thursday for that. But think about like how many times we snooze because we don't want to get up. We think about going to a job that we hate, around people we don't like, doing what we don't want to do for a paycheck. That sounds like misery every day, right? But who's to blame for it? Ourselves. God created us for much more, to do much greater things. Now it starts at our job, but we've become comfortable. What we do every single day, that's it. As long as I'm able to pay my bills, I'm cool. As long as I'm able to take a vacation here and there, I'm cool. As long as I can go out to eat when I want to, I'm cool. As long as I can go shopping when I want to, I'm cool. As long as I can, I'm cool. As long as I can, I'm cool. That sounds like settling, right? Whereas children of God, first of all, we're royalty. You know what I mean? Like, and not to mention, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, but plans to bring you hope in the future. As long as I'm able to do this, I'm cool. As long as I'm able to do that, I'm cool. Now he said, I come to give life, but give life more abundantly. That's what Christ said. As long as I'm able to do this, I'm cool. Does that sound like that? That sound contrary to what what the promises are in his word. So we must be doing something wrong. We must be doing something wrong. So as your routine, is your routine setting you up to succeed or fail? Every single day, can you say you succeed in that some in life? Our routine has to be constructed, it has to be organized, it has to be structured, it has to be scheduled to where everything we do in life every single day, the way we start our day, we have to be moving forward. We have to be making progress. And if we are not, we need to question what we are doing. But it starts with our morning routine. You think about the successful people. Obviously, everyone's success is different. Is different. You think about the individuals who like super successful, whatever. Like It's it's based on their routine. It's what they're doing every single day. So we have to ask ourselves, what do our routine look like? What are we doing every single day? And are we making progress? So now we have to trim the fat, right? We have to trim the fat. All excess and the extras in our routine has to go. It has to go. All unproductive activities has to go. I'm always shoot this first. Social media. We wake up scrolling. We wake up scrolling. Just scrolling. We wake up scrolling. What is that doing? How's that helping us? How's that moving a needle for us? How's that positioning us? How's that preparing us? Like, how's that according to the plan? Do we have a plan? We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about that. That's phase 3. Right now, we're focused on phase 1 of our the Conquer Success routine, and we'll talk about that not this Thursday, but next Thursday. We're going to talk about the plan. If we don't have a plan, it makes sense that we just scroll. If we don't know what we're trying to, it makes sense that we just scroll. If we don't know what's next, it makes sense that we scroll. And our life looks like that. That's what our life look like. So where we are in life, it is a result of decisions that we've made that got us here. And it's what I like to call somewhere but nowhere. We're in the middle of somewhere, but we're actually nowhere in life. So as long as we continue waking up on that scrolling tip, look, if that's what you want to do, like, at least do that on your downtime. At least do that on your downtime. Don't start your day off like that. Don't start your day out on social media. And I get you, like, well, this is how I make my extra money, or this is my livelihood. Cool. Don't make that the first part of your morning routine. Don't do it. I get it, it's about the money. We have to be careful, because if that's the first thing we do and it's because it's our livelihood, just like our jobs, we can lose that in an instance. God will snatch that from us, especially for us who know better. He will snatch that from us. That has become your God. That has become your source. That has become your first. That has become your everything. I'm going to have to remove this from you so you can remember that I'm God and God alone. There shall not put no God before me. It's idolatry. He will snatch that from us just like that. So that goes with the foundational health goals, right? That we're going to talk about Thursday. Spiritual health goal. What does that look like, right? So when we wake up in the morning, we need to be on our foundational health goals, because we can't assume that we're going to kill it in life and be successful in life if we're not healthy spiritually, if we're not healthy mentally, emotionally, and physically. And all these things matter, because it's how we start our day every single day. We have to make sure that we are intentional about what we're doing every single day, because it sets the tone for our day. It prepares us for our future. Right? So if obviously everyone have downtime, but make sure our downtime is not when we waking up in the morning. So when we wake up in the morning, we need to have our morning routine down packed, at least like written down, at least till we know what we do because again, everybody have a routine. right? Everybody know when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to the restroom. Some of us hop on social media. Some of us go straight to the kitchen, make us some breakfast. Some of us go in there, turn on the news. Everybody have a routine, but we got to trim that fat, baby. We got to trim it because all that extra stuff that's counterproductive to what our what our day should look like based on what we're trying to accomplish, what we need to do, our daily responsibilities, where we want to be at in life in the next couple of years, it matters today. So we got to trim that fat, whatever it is. Getting on the phone, calling your boo, whatever it is, man, bump that. Like they ain't talking about nothing right now at no 5 o'clock in the morning. Just saying, they they ain't talking about nothing. Sweet nothing's cool. Time and everything. In the morning, you getting your day started, it ain't the time for that. Waking up, texting, and all that, it ain't the time for that. You taking away what you can be doing that's going to help you get closer to achieving that goal. And again, we're gonna start talking about that Thursday on the Zoom call. But you have to trim the fat. Anything that's counterproductive to where you're trying to get to, what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to make happen, you have to eliminate it. Or at least put it further down the line on your routine list. Like when I get home after I done conquered my day, now it's time to chill and relax. Now let's get on that. Some of y'all, you wait till you get to work and want to do all this extra stuff, like you want to um, do all the texting and calling and all the extra activities. Like that's not the time for that either. It's not. You at work, focus on work, and also while we are at work, we're going to talk about this later too. Identifying the gaps that you have to where you can do the extra work that you need to do that's going to help you achieve your goals. Is identifying the gaps. What are your success hours? I can't wait to go to lunch. I can't wait to call this person. I can't wait to just chill. I can't wait to nap. Which nap sometimes we be needing it. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to just get off the clock for a little bit. What are you doing at that time? Chilling? It's chilling that's got us here. Chilling all the time. Got us here. I'm 41 years old. I chilled a great majority of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like chilling don't get us nowhere unless you're not really trying to accomplish much. Unless you're not really trying to like do great things in life, which what God created you to do. If you just cool with where you are, chill on then, baby. But and again, I'm gonna talk about this at a later date. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna probably repeat this again later on. But I wrote my first ebook, right? It have not been released or anything like that, but it was in 2020. It was 2000 and yeah, 2020 around COVID, right? Like I'm a truck driver. So one of my route at the time, my route at the time was going to the airport. I used to complain about having to sit there for an hour and a half. Like this is crazy. Yeah, I call the terminal like you can't tell them to like there's nothing could be done. I have to sit and wait. Well, you got to sit and wait. Around that time, like if the struggle was real, I'm like, you know what? I had a conversation with God, and He instructed me to write a book, right? So guess what I started doing? Instead of complaining about having to go to I gotta go to the airport every single day anyway. Sometimes 3 or 4 deliveries at the airport. So that's 2 or 3 hours of my day out of my life. Talk to me, brother.
Quem dá Monopoly Go?
Huh?
Quem dá Monopoly Go?
Well, look, check this out. Do me a favor because I'm about to wrap this up in a couple of minutes. Your tablet is at 7%.
I know.
Put it on the charger. Give me about 10, maybe 15 minutes, and we're gonna sit down and do this together. I have to finish this, but I got you though.
Do you even know the password?
No, I don't. Your mama used to do it, remember?
She won't let me.
So if she's not gonna let you, what makes you think that I'm gonna let you? Why is she not gonna let you?
I don't know.
What did you ask her to?
Yeah.
What she say?
No.
What did you ask her?
Can you download Monopoly Go?
And she said no, just flat out no.
It costs money. It costs money with all the games.
How much does it cost?
I don't know.
See, you're supposed to have all this information before. It's that way. If you ask, you be like, it only costs like $2. You know what I mean? You have to have the information when you ask, if you, especially if you know it costs.
It's not that much.
Okay, well, this stuff is in my name, so hold on. You have to give me a minute.
It's Kingsley.
Well, I just seen my name pop up when I push get. I really need to finish this. When I get done with this, I'm all yours. Give me about 10, 15. Bring it in. Put on time, okay? All right. All right, love you. Sorry about that, little fella. So instead of I have to go to the airport anyway. So instead of complaining about having to do it anyway, that was my time. Like I mean, like I cut the social media out. Like I wasn't going on there as much. Instead of scrolling, think about how much time you lose in a day scrolling. There, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there. Throughout the whole day, how long you think you've been on social media? Well over an hour or two. Some of y'all more than that, right? So instead of it's identifying the gaps, right? Instead of spending that time on social media or doing texting and talking about a whole lot of nothing, okay, what are my goals in life? Okay, what can I be doing in this time that's going to, like, what activity, what can I be doing in this time that's going to help me get closer to achieving my goal? Time is not going to wait for anyone. It's not going to stop. So if I'm losing 2 hours or an hour and a half on social media every single day, and I'm sitting up talking about I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that, fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps. What's counterproductive of what you need to be doing? What are you doing every single day that's taken away from what you could be doing? Whatever that is, we're talking about trimming the fat. Remove it. It doesn't belong there. And fill it with whatever activity, whatever task you have to do that's going to help you achieve your goals 6 months from now, 7 months from now, 8 months from now. You have to trim the fat. If not, guess what? You're going to be chilling, still complaining about money. Chilling, still complaining about I'm not where I know I belong in life, where I could be. But no, we're exactly where we should be because we're not time management. We're not utilizing our time wisely. And based on the goals, we don't know what we need to be doing every single day that's going to help us get closer. So that's what the routine is about. Once we structure our routine to where it serves us, where you about to go? Let me get a. But that's messed up. Hey, you got me back, cool. Huh? Where are you going?
It's called Mr. Henry's
Oh, where's that at?
in Burleson.
Oh, well, I'll be done about 10 minutes.
We're leaving. I'm leaving like right now.
So if they have a cup, you can't bring me nothing.
They're about to close.
What that mean?
They're about to close. I'm gonna order mine and come right back. I mean, we're gonna sit outside and eat
Gotcha.
because they have like cornhole and they have like little games for the kids to do.
All right.
Come on, got you. You've been running around for like 30 minutes already.
Jessica, just go. So we have
I have to get something. I have to get my shoes down there.
which ones? Which ones? I could have got those for you, by the way.
No, thank you.
That it? So the routine have to reflect what we're trying to accomplish in life. Each day that we go without doing something that's going to get us closer, the longer it's going to take, and the odds of us getting there is going to be slim to none. Because there's a such thing called momentum, even if it's the smallest thing. But the moment we get off track, or the moment that we're not doing anything, the odds of us getting back on track when we need to is going to be a challenge, and the big pickup we left off at is going to be even harder because all this time has went by from us actively working in the plan that we're supposed to have that's going to help us get there. So so if you let me see. Um so um so again, the everyone has downtime. We have to know when that downtime is, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I have downtimes in my day, um, but my whole thing is, if we're not where we want to be in life, we shouldn't have a whole lot of downtime. Granted, we need relaxed time. But if we're not where we want to be in life, if we're not where we know we should be in life or could be in life, like watching Netflix over and over, like that, what are we doing? Hanging out, kicking it all the time. What are we doing? Chilling all the time. What are we doing? Again, if this what you own, like this, you're not really like ambitious like that, and you really don't like want to want to have a better life or better yourself in any way, then I ain't even mad at you. I'm not judging you. That if you good with who you are and where you are, that I ain't mad. I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with where I'm at. I'm not okay with who I am, because I know God created me to be much greater than who I am today, and He also created me to do much more in life than what I'm doing today. And based on what I'm supposed to be doing, that only comes with who I am today, because He can only trust me with so much based on my character, who I am, where He's what He's planning to use me for. Like, I must become every single day. I'm supposed to become more of who He created me to be, so I can do much greater than what He has called me to do. His words say, "To much is given, much is required." I want this, I want that. Like, dude, I can't even trust you with this little bit. I can't even trust that you're going to execute in your everyday according to what I have instructed you to do. I can't trust you on that level yet. So until I can trust you on that level, we're going to keep you right here. You failed today, cool. I'm going to retest you. He believe in retesting us because He want us to get it. He want us to get it right. But how often and how many times do He need to retest us before we get it? He have to be able to trust us with a few before He can trust us with much, before He can bless us with much. So we have to be intentional about our everyday. We have to know what it is we have to do every single day. The day before, though, we can't wake up the day of and be on some of that. I've been going kill it. Well, do you have your day mapped out? Do you know all you need to do? When we go into the day blind, we set ourselves up to live in a reactive state. So that means everything that comes at us, we're going to feel. We're not going to be prepared for what's to come. Sure, we can't predict our tomorrow based on what's going to happen, but when we are prepared for our every single day, it could be something that's going to throw us off our schedule, right? But because we are so intentional, because we're so organized, structured, and scheduled in our every single day, no matter what comes our way, we might feel it a little bit. But because we are so intentional about how we move every single day, then we can quickly shift. We can quickly make adjustments. And it won't be a thing because the way we operate every single day. But if we're not organized, structured, if we're not scheduled in our every single day, that's going to throw us off. It's going to make us lose focus because we're not intentional, we're not locked in, we're not operating in such a level to where no matter what comes our way, we can quickly shift and make adjustments. Routine serves us well in that manner. But if we don't have a routine, whatever comes our way, we're gonna feel it. It's gonna knock us off our game. And depending on what comes our way, it can totally knock us off track to a point where it's like, dang man, I don't even know how to get back in the game. I don't even know what to do next because it knocked us off game spiritually, because it knocked us off game mentally. Now it's affecting us emotionally. In some cases, it affecting us physically. So when it's like that, what if we hit in all areas? What if we hit in all four of those areas? Talking about foundational health goals, with which again we'll talk about that on the Zoom call Thursday. But what if it hit us in all four of those areas? Then what? Ooh, but when our routine looks like we're organized, we're structured, we're scheduled, like we have a schedule in our everyday. Guess what? By us obeying what I like to call our manager, that's our routine. Guess what? As long as we are committed and we are consistent, discipline comes automatically. You might be like, I'm not a disciplined person. Guess what? It's going to come naturally, but only if we have that routine how it's supposed to be, and we're walking and we live it. Some days we might have to make some adjustments. Cool, but because how our routine looked like, we structured it. We did everything to our routine to where it serves us. Because we know this, we become one with it. No matter what comes, we'll be able to. Okay, I bet I got it. Okay, I'm gonna have to run it like this today. Okay, I'm gonna have to run it like that. But if we don't have this, whatever comes our way, we being reactive to it, and we're failing in life because of it. We're losing in life because of it. Because chilling, it feels better to us. Relaxing, watching TV all the time is better to us. Catching every sports game, we're entertained by it. We know all the LeBron stats. We know all the Curry stats. We know everything about these cats, but we don't even know ourselves like that. They done made it. In fact, they finna retire from the game. And that's the topic of our discussion. But we're not where we should be in life or could be in life. We are exactly where we should be in life because we care more about their stats. We care about the arguments, the debates we have about another man or another woman, somebody else's career, somebody else's money. But we're settling for where we are. What's wrong with that picture? These cats got like they got generational money, but we still living paycheck to paycheck. One hard hit, we on our butts. But we know how much their contract is, though, right? We know about theirs. We highly educated on that. But based on where we are in life, we're failing. Because all these different things, all these different entertaining things, these people, we got to be up to beat on it. We got to be educated on it. We'll argue somebody else's down. We'll argue other people down based on where this man is, based on where she at, based on what she have, based on what he has done. Argue somebody down about people we don't even know. But we can't do for our kids like we want to. We can't send them to the best schools like they deserve. We can't set them up before they even get out of school. And we talking about somebody else's stat? We talking about somebody else's contract? We talking about somebody else's skill? What about our skill? They skill did more than pay the bills. What is our skill doing? You cool with where you at? Cool, bet. I ain't mad. I'm not. We know these cats' workout regimen. We know what their routine look like. But we wake up with our week routine, wake up, go to the restroom, eat real quick, go to the job we hate. Get in a couple debates. Oh, yeah. Last night we watched the game. Oh, I know so-and-so going to be coming with that. I got something for him today. What? But we don't know much about our kids, how they doing in school, until we get a call, my man acting up. She around the wrong crowd. Her attitude, she ain't used to be like this at the beginning of the school year. We didn't know about this, but we watching every game. And then we want to go up to the school and act a fool with the teachers based on what our kids talking about. Instead of finding out what's going on, we going up there acting a fool. But when it come down to the game, we up in this like this. When it come down to hanging out this weekend, we locked in. We laced up head to toe. How this thing smoking up in the club? But look what our kids going to school wearing. Let me get off that. Anyway, we need to reshift our focus and really prioritize our life. We have daily responsibilities. They're not gonna go away. How about we structure our routine to where we're not being subject and burdened, stressed out because of our routine? How about we construct our routine to where we are positioned to conquer our routine every single day, our responsibility every single day successfully? We have to do it anyway. Why not do it in such a way to where it's not as so much of a burden, to where we're not stressed out every single day? Why not? I'm just saying. So based on what we choose to do on our downtime, based on what we choose to do when we wake up in the morning, is taken from our time, It's taken from our focus, our energy, opportunity, progress, success, freedom, peace, etc. You name it. It's taken away from all of those things. Everything that we deserve in life, where we supposed to be positioned, how things are supposed to be going or should be going, like it's taken from that when we wake up scrolling, when we wake up just doing random stuff that's not productive to what we're supposed to be doing and where we based on where we're supposed to be going. It's taking from us. If it's not adding to us, it's taking away from us. So what we're choosing to do on our down like in our morning routine where we supposed to be getting up and at it, cool, have the downtime, but don't have it in the morning. Get up, kill it. Why are we playing catch up every morning? Why are we running late every morning? Why are we cussing people out, blowing the horns at people every morning? We have to take the same route every morning. We have to be at work, school, wherever we have to be every morning. The same time every morning. Why are we running late? Why are we stressed out? Why are we pissed off? Because they driving slow. Oh, it's because we're running late. And we got a gun it on the way to work. And it seemed like because we're going past speed limit, everybody's going slow. No, they going speed limit. We running late. We're driving above speed limit because we're trying to get there. Why? Because our routine is trash. We're not intentional about our everyday. That's why. We do it to ourselves. Why not get ahead of the game? Why not be proactive? By organizing, structuring, and scheduling this thing out to make sure that I'm making it to work at least 30 minutes early. Like you made that up 30 minutes early. See, mindset. I got to be at work at 20, and it take me 20 minutes to get to work. I'm going to leave about 25, 30 minutes ahead of time. Well, guess what's going to happen if you run into traffic? What's going to happen if there's a detour, some type of delay? What happens if it's an accident? What happens if you have a blowout? What happens? That little extra 10 minutes you gave yourself, gone. Now you call it in to work. Hey, I'm going to be a couple minutes late. Mindset. Give yourself a 30-minute goal to make it to work 30 minutes early. No matter what happens, I guarantee you. Well, it can happen. But odds of something happening to where it eats up that 30 minutes is slim. It's slim. It's slim. My fellas out there, we can change the tire in about, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, some faster than that. Hopefully we have a jack in the car, but you get what I'm saying? So 30 minutes, if we you know what, I got to make it to work 30 minutes early. Cool. You make it to work 30 minutes early, at least you're not stressed out trying to get there. You can actually take your time and laugh at other people because they running late and they blowing like crazy like you used to. Oh yeah, he must be running late. You know what I'm saying? For the women out there, I'm running late. I'm driving to work trying to do my makeup. Guess what that 30 minutes will do? You ain't got to worry about the fender bender that you probably already had because you was getting yourself together on the way to work. That 30 minutes, you can make it to work and you can sit in the parking lot and get your pretty on. If that's what you do. But it starts when you wake up in the morning. It starts when you wake up in the morning, as in you waking up when you should. Preparation is key. It starts the day before. You know what all you need to do. Based on all you need to do, you have your routine. Okay, I need to make sure I wake up at this time. And the link that I'm providing you is going to give you a smooth, self-explanatory breakdown of how to organize, structure, and schedule your morning routine. And also, well, I'll tell you when I'm done with that. Let me, because I've been on this on an hour. I wasn't planning on going that long. Okay, a couple of success keys as I began to wrap this up. Waco in a building, as Marshawn Lynch say. Waco in the house. I'm about an hour and a half away from you, my brother. About an hour and a half away from you. Really not that long. I cut for Waco because where before I left where I am now, I would go help out at different service centers or our service centers, whether it's in Waco, Abilene, Waco, Abilene. Yep, I know exactly where you're talking about at. Waco, Abilene, um, Sherman, Texas, like just basically around. But Waco, I spent a lot of my time there. So Waco, man, I have love for Waco for sure. But a couple of success keys that God wanted me to bring to your attention is intentionality. Intentionality, planning, preparation. You will be if you aren't intentional about your every single day, like meaning planning, you being prepared, you're going to lose position. If you don't have a plan, if you're not prepared, you will lose position. Meaning, if you have a plan to where you're trying to get to in life, because you have a plan and your routine has that plan, your routine is constructed around that plan. You'll be prepared for when that you'll be prepared when the opportunity comes. How's that? Because now you'll be positioned for the opportunity. But if you're not moving with intention, that must mean you might not have a plan, which means that you're probably not going to be prepared. Also mean you won't be in position to receive the opportunity or whatever it is that God is going to bring your way. So you have to move with intention. When you construct your routine with the plan in mind, you'll be prepared. Therefore, you'll always be in position for when that opportunity comes. But you have to move with intention. Focus. When you are focused, you see where you're going. When you're focused, you'll see where you're going. When you're not focused, you'll lose sight, you'll lose track, and you'll get derailed. Like this is critical. Organize, structure, and schedule your routine to where you won't lose sight of where you're going. You'll stay on track. You'll stay the course because you've constructed your routine to be your guide. GUIDE, to where as long as you stay committed and obey it as your manager at your job, you will stay the course. You will meet deadlines and you will achieve all the goals you set for yourself in life. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. You have a woman in Forest Hill. I'm gonna let you handle that how you want to handle it. I can't, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna yeah, whatever you know what I mean? But no, so the answer is in your routine. So look, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Not only share this live to someone or to people, If you have not watched all of this, go back and check it out from the beginning. What I am in this live, it was to prepare you for one. There's a link in the description of this live. If you click that link, it's taking you to a page to where it tells you to click, right? You click that tab, is going to give you access of how to organize, structure, and schedule your routine. It's self-explanatory. I promise you. I promise you. So this live was basically to give you insight of, for one, how critical it is for you to have a routine, right? I'm sorry, to construct, organize, structure, and schedule your routine. Because if not, you wake up every single day still stressed out, still frustrated. Like all these different things is because we just wake up and just getting started on our day. We're not intentional about what we do at all, which is the reason why a lot of us are somewhere but nowhere. We're somewhere basically where we should be in life because of us not moving with intention, but we're not where we could be in life. And the goal is to always be positioned where we supposed to be. That way we'll always be in the will of God, doing all that he created us to do. If not, we're going to continue to be slaves to our everyday life. Our daily responsibility, we're going to remain slaves to it. All right. So yeah, click the link. Oh yeah, and also Thursday I'm doing a Zoom call. I think maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. That's when I give the link out. But the page that you're gonna go to get access to where you can start, preparing your routine. So information there where it's asking you to put your name and your email. It's very important that you do that because that's how I'm going to reach out to you. That's how I'm going to give you the link to the Zoom call that I'm going to do this Thursday, the following Thursday, and the Thursday after that. Because what I'm giving you is part one, phase one, to how to construct your routine. Thursday is going to be including your foundational health goals, spiritual health, mental health, emotional health, and physical health. You might be like, I don't have enough time in the day to do all that. That's what I'm here for, right? But you have to get your day-to-day routine, your basic foundational routine in order first, right? If you know everything you have to do, then you'll know what time you need to wake up in the morning, right? You know what time you need to wake up in the morning, and I'm going to show you how you can just like simply include in your foundational health goals. What are your spiritual health goals? Mine's always to grow closer to Christ. That's always mine's, right? No matter how intimate my relationship is with them, it can always be better. I don't care if I've been walking with Christ for 40 years. It can always be better. You know what I mean? So that's always my spiritual health goals, is to grow in a more intimate relationship with Christ. What does that look like? How do I do that? So based on what I know I have to do to grow in a more intimate relationship with Christ, okay, I need to make sure first, he said God is first. So I always have to put him first, right? So based on what I have to do, when I have to do it, and how long it's going to take me to do it, based on everything I have to do every single day, right? So my schedule might be different from yours. You might work from morning to evening. My schedule is totally different. So whenever I come home from work, I come in my secret place here, right? That's my healthy practices and how I can make sure that I'm putting him first, and also I'm spending that one-on-one time with him. Not asking for nothing, like none of that. Like, but I'm here because I want to be in your presence. I want to get to know more about you. I want to experience you, right? So that's what mines look like. You have to know what your spiritual health goal is and what you have to do every single day to make sure that you're working towards achieving that goal. So that's so same thing. What do you do to help you um, um, maintain a significant level of mental health? Because a lot of people stress out like crazy. Why though? What do you need to start doing to make sure that you're not stressed out like that? Make sure that your mental health stay on point, right? So that's what that is. And it's important for us to have those four things at the beginning of our day. But I can't, it's going to be more difficult to help you with that if you don't have your foundational routine in order. Meaning when you wake up in the morning, what are your to-dos that you do that you have to do before you leave going to your morning destination? So just say you have to be at work at 9. What time you wake up? 7. Some of y'all be waking up at the last minute. Let's tell the truth. But what are those 5 things or 6 things that you have to do every single morning to make sure that you're leaving on time to get started on your morning team? And again, the link that's in the description is walking you through that. So once you get that down packed, this is what I do. I have it scheduled. Okay, now we can include in the extra. So it's a reason why it's phase one, phase two, phase three. And it's very important that you have phase one on point, because then when we do phase two Thursday, you'll know where you can plug in your foundational health goals based on the practices and habits you must have in place. Basically, what you have to do that's going to help you achieve those things every single day is going to be very, very critical for you. Because once you start doing that, when you wake up in the morning, you knock all that out. By the time you leave for work or school in the morning, you'll be motivated. That's what's going to help you stay to be motivated in your everyday. Every like so many people be like, man, I'm just unmotivated. It's like I just can't find a motivation. Well, look at your morning routine. That's why you spending all your time on social media before you have to get up and start running to get everything done before you have to go to work. It's your routine. That's why you're not motivated, because you're not working towards nothing. That's why you're not motivated. You're not actively doing anything that's going to position you in the next year or 2 or 5 years. That's why you're not motivated. So we're going to talk about that Thursday. And I'm gonna share some things with you, some practical things that you can do that's going to help you start to be motivated every single morning. But it's all in your routine. If you don't have a routine, or you don't um, um, structure your routine, organize and schedule your routine accordingly, next week I'm be like, man, I'm just not motivated. And it's like that's how we hate our lives, because nothing is happening, because we're not intentional about our every single day. And that's what I'm here to help you with. But you have to get phase one right. So if you're ready to get phase one ready and on point for Thursday, so you can include your foundational health goals, then click the link in the description. Click the link in the description. Also fill out like your email and your name. That way I can shoot the Zoom link to you. I think again, like I said, I think it's gonna be Wednesday when I send out the Zoom link for it, so you can have access to that. And also if I have access to you to I can send tips out to you, steps and other new releases and stuff that's going to come soon, as we walk together with this. So this is just the beginning of what God has instructed me to give to you, but there's much more to come, and is basically to help you to start overcoming in life. start doing better in life, start making progress and doing greater in life. I mean, that's God created us with a purpose, and He need us in alignment with Him so He can start doing all the things in us, also through us. But if we're just here, what good what good to us is what good to God is us. What good to Him are we, right? And He just need us to like really become more productive in everyday life. And once we start to do that, He'll start. I'm having these cramps right here. He'll start doing all like, before I know the plans I have for you. Like then he can start revealing to us the plans that He have for us, like the will that He have for us, the purpose that He created us for. But if we're not gonna do anything with it, what's good is it to Him? Like, why would He reveal anything to us pertaining to our future, His plan for us, what He has called us for, what He has gifted us with, what He purposed us for? Like, what's the point of revealing those things to us if we're just going to just go to work on that same weak stuff? We're not even trying to do nothing in life. We're just settling for what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's all with our routine, the motivation, where we're going, like everything. How He's trying to use us, it's all in our routine. We have to be intentional. We have to be disciplined. And our routine, as long as we organize, structure, and schedule our routine accordingly, and we stay committed and be consistent with obeying everything in our routine, discipline is going to come naturally, and we're going to start seeing progress in our life, and everybody else that's in our lives that's not really doing much or trying to do much for themselves. No knock to them. We're not better than them. It's just I just don't have time. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm starting to see things starting to change in my life. Things are starting to get better, and right now you like, if you're not adding to my life, you're taking away from it. I'll have to get with you in a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I'm locked in, I'm focused. I'm trying to make things of myself. You don't have kids, you want to be positioned before you have kids. If you have kids, you definitely don't have time. Unless again, you're not really trying to make none of yourself, you're not big on your kids' future, then hey, have at it. But over here, we got to be on it. We got to be at it. We got to stay at it. All right, so that's all I have. See what you guys talking about real quick before I shut it down. Uh, um, get paid more, yeah, skills and everything. But when it comes down to being successful in life, everybody's success is different. No knock to anybody. But me personally, like, because I know God created each and every one of us for a purpose. He have a purpose in mind. We have no choice but to win. We have no choice but to succeed in life based on what He has created us for, what He has created us to do, who He has created us to become. It's about us becoming. It's about us living the life that He purposed us to live and doing what He has called us to do. When we do those things, it's not going to be perfect, but He helps us do it. That's what success truly looks like, in my opinion. For me, anyway. The house costs clothes and all those different things. If that's what y'all consider success, cool. I want those things. You know what I mean? Like, but it's 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 not first. It's not priority in my life. Those are just fruits from my obedience based on what God says. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. That's what I try to stay on. That's what I try to stay on. Because each and every one of us, He already know how What's ours is already ours. What's ours is already ours. What he planned to give us, bless us with, it's already ours. But a lot of us don't get to that point because we start to go after those things first and put him on the back burner. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you? But yeah, that's all I have. That um, this this direction that I'm about to go in, I'll say that for a later date. I'll say that for a later date, based on the success part, because I mean everyone's success is different. Everybody's success look, you know what I mean? Like, so for me, like everything that I've been through and what I'm going through in life, getting on the other side of it, that's also success for me. Because all of everything that was stacked up against me, everything I had to go through, everything I had to endure through, everything that was that it felt was holding me back, for me to get on the other side successfully, that's also success for me, because I know what my journey looked like. That's a measure of success for me. Like, I finally got through all of this. It finally got better. The years and years and years, I finally overcame it. That's a measure of success for me. So again, like I said, success is different for everyone. Whatever your success is, whatever floats your boat, I ain't even mad at you. Do you know what I mean? But we have to know what that success look like, though. Because if we don't know what that success look like, we don't know what we're after. How can we be intentional every single day to make sure that at some point we achieve that? And that's what routine does for you. So yeah, as I close, go ahead and first of all, I got to close in prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for giving me the opportunity to teach briefly on what you have taught me, based on the routine, the scheduling, the routine, the goals that's to come, just everything with it. I pray that you spoke through me, and me not intervening a little bit too much based on my passions and me wanting it to be understood, because I understand the value. You have shown me the value of having a routine that you specifically organize, structure, and also schedule, and how that makes one so intentional. I pray that it was clear. I pray that it was received well. I also pray that the individual or the individuals who needed it received it. And I pray that they will go to you for further instructions, for the clarity, the understanding, also the direction and the wisdom, based on who they are, where they are, and their relationship and position with you. So you can begin to lead them in a direction you want them to go, doing all that you have created them to do, and most of all, becoming who you have created them to become. I pray that they see past me, because this routine, it didn't come from me. You know where I was in 2018 when you gave this to me, and you know the journey that I've been on ever since. So I pray that they see you. Thank you for this opportunity. It's always an honor and a pleasure. Teach us to live according to what you have created, called, and purposed us to. Teach us to seek you more, to seek you first, to make whatever your desires are, make us have those same desires, and that's to please you. And as long as we are surrendered to you, submitted to your will, obedient, walking in faith, whatever that success look like that you will have for us, we will become that. We will achieve that. And may whatever our success is in our own eyes, it is to please you. It is to whatever you have created us to do. And may you be glorified in all that we do. Every move that we make sure that we are intentional to make sure that everything pertaining to our life, it is sending glory back to you. So when others see, when others be able to be impacted and experience what you have called us to do, the work that you have purposed us for, that they will look to you and want to get to know more about you, because some of these individuals, they'll be like, I remember how you used to be. I remember the things you used to do. And may that be a testament to how good you are, how loving you are, patient, graceful, and merciful you are, and how powerful you are, because you have changed us. We are no longer that person. And may that be a testament to who you are, not how good we are. And may they want more of you and experience you on a more personal level, because it's never about us. It's always about you and the people that you have assigned to us. And may we be the best representatives that you know we can be in you every single day, imperfections and all. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, family, I'm about to wrap this thing up. Man, I thank each and every one of you all who were in attendance today. If you just now tapping in, then this live was basically in the description. There is a link. There is a link for you to click, and there, when you go there, you'll basically there is sharing with you what I teach. Also, there's a click, there's a tab there. You click that tab, it'll basically give you that simple process of how to organize, how to structure and schedule your routine. And also there in that same tab, it's a few different success tips and keys that you can use, apply to your day-to-day life, that will really help you begin to conquer your everyday, and also position you to start succeeding in your everyday life. And also there is a couple of boxes there asking for your name and your email. Over the next 2 or 3 Thursdays, I'm going to give you phase 2 and phase 3 of the Conquer Success Routine, basically where all this is coming from. So and everything else that, like, different tips and new releases and stuff like that that's coming, I'll be able to reach out to you directly via email. That way we'll stay connected, and I'll be able to serve you in whatever way God has instructed as well as permitted me to moving forward. But if I don't have your email or your contact or whatever, then I won't be able to send you out the Zoom link so you can have access to the Zoom calls that's coming up these next few weeks and everything else that's coming. So that's all I have. Thank you for your time again. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Don't forget to go to the description and click that link there so you can get access, so you can get phase 1 of basically how to schedule, organize, structure, and schedule your routine. Until we meet again, I love each and every you all. Thank you for your time. Much love. Peace.